How's it going, everybody? This is Mark from Canopy Tech, and I'm here with another video. And today we're talking about uh, Bitwarden. Now, Bitwarden is a password manager for all your passwords. We highly recommend using a password manager. We go with Bitwarden because it is one that, for one, we support. That is one that everyone likes to ask: is which ones do you use and which ones do you support? We support this one, Bitwarden. We house this in our data center. We also house these for clients that don't want it in our data center. They want it in their own data center. We can put this application anywhere you'd like. It can be in our, let's say, cloud. It can be in your office. It could be in your cloud infrastructure, whoever you partnered with. We could put this software anywhere in the world. Now, why you would want to come with us versus anybody else, or even Bitwarden themselves. Bitwarden themselves supply you the application. You got to do everything with it, and their support for it is, based on your paid tier. The software itself is open source, meaning they don't charge you for the software. They charge you for the hosting of the software, much like most popular IT software lately. So why you would come with us is because we host this for you or set this up for you, and we also support this for you. We have partnerships with Bitwarden. We have vast knowledge of the software and how this thing works, how we use it for everybody here in the company and also in other companies. So basically, it's a password manager. First, what is a password manager? It's basically a program that will remember your passwords for you. The reason why we highly recommend this is because we don't want your password being shared across other sites. You want it to be just for that website. So when I'm talking about, Amazon versus your email versus eBay versus Facebook versus Twitter versus, they should all be completely different passwords, and they all should be jumbled passwords. Letters, numbers, special characters. You should not know what these passwords are, essentially. Reason for that is because if one of these sites were to get hacked, or should I say, when one of these sites does get hacked, if someone gets a hold of your username and password, it's only for that one site. It's not for all of your sites. That is why we recommend going this way. It also allows for two-factor authentication. Even if you should be using two-factor authentication already anyway. Basically, that's what it is. You want this in your company. You want this for yourself. End-to-end encryption, cross-platform applications, mobile apps. They've got everything that you need to make this work. So now, this is theirs. They have their pricing. It's all transparent. You can go to their website and take a look at it. What I'm going to show you is our demo site. So this is our demo site. There's nothing here right now that shows up. But if you look at the site, it has logins, credit cards, identities, secure notes. And at the top here, you have send. There's tools, settings, all that kind of stuff. So in our Canopy Tech demo organization here, how easy it to add? This is how you add an item. Now, manually. There's other ways to add an item. Basically logging into a site, and then if you have the add Chrome add-on or the Edge add-on, it'll prompt you, do you want to save it within Bitwarden? But this is kind of like how I like doing it, only because you can rest assured that it's done right. So first things, no, I'm going to put a secure note. So the name of the note, I'm going to put a dinner plan. And then the note is dinner with the wife. Okay. You can add custom fields. It's a text. Okay. We only have the one collection right now, so it's the default collection. Now there's a button here that says prompt master password reprompt. The master password is the only password you need to know. It is a master password. So that is a password that should be easy for you to remember, but hard for everybody else. That is your gatekeeping password. That is the guy at the door for the club. That is whatever you want, the guy letting you in or the girl letting you into wherever you need to go. The password is the person at the door. If you want to view the secure note, even if the vault, let's say, is open, meaning you've logged into it, if I click on it and I want to re-look at the note, or if someone gains access to my computer, I didn't lock the screen or whatever, and they say, ooh, what's this dinner plan note? And they click on it, it's going to re-prompt them for the password. I will choose no for now. Oh, I need one collection. Sorry, default collection. Now I have the dinner plan note, and there it is. Okay, so now we can say, okay, I'm going to add a login. Okay, name, we're going to do Twitter, let's say. The username, I'm going to put Canopy Tech, even though it's not it. Now, password. This is where you would input the password, okay, for the site. If you don't have a password, there's this little button right here. It generates one for you randomly. If you want to view it, that is a password right there. Now, there's no special characters. There's nothing in there. Just because I haven't set to use special characters. Probably somebody else in the company, when they were showcasing this to a client, they turned the special character off. But you can change all these things. There's your authenticator key. If you're using a key, now it's asking for this is where you would put the website. So I'll just put twitter.com. Default match detection. This is where you can put how it matches. I like to put base domain. Any notes you want to put in here. We're going to add it to the default collection, and we're going to save it. Now, anytime we go to twitter.com and you get the login screen, Bitwarden with the add-on installed will say to you, do you want to log into this site? And you would say yes. And then you would select it and then click Twitter. And then Twitter would show up. Credit cards. Credit cards is, we use this a lot within our own company, but we use this a lot we see clients using them for executive assistants, people who have buying power, that kind of thing. So we'll say, let's say this is a Visa, and we're going to put CEO. Let's say, okay, here's the number for, just put a bunch of numbers in here. Okay, doesn't matter. Expiry date, March, and we'll put 2002, no, let's put 2030, let's say, and then the security code, we'll do whatever. Okay, now with this, what you can do, you put it in your collection. I always say prompt for the master password. Okay, but at the same time now, once we save this, we go to manage. Okay, there's my email address. Okay, I am the one person in this group right now. I can invite another user or manager or admin or whoever. Okay, and I can say to them, you input their email address, user with access to assigned collections in your organization. Okay, there's the collections. There's the default collection right there. So you can share them with users. So if I don't want John to have access to the credit card, but I want, Phil to have access to the credit card. I can share the credit card information with Phil because he has buying power. This is where you set your policies, two-step login, master password, password generator, single organization. You can restrict users, personal ownership, disable sends. Now, this is one of my other favorite features up here. The send function up here. Let's say someone says to you, hey, I need this document. Can you email it to me? But what if that document has sensitive information and you don't want to send it strictly through email? Because email is the least secure to send things through. And let's say you don't want to send them a share link with your Google Drive, Nextcloud, OneDrive, whichever. You're going to create a send. And I'm just going to put test here. And we're going to send a piece of text. I'm going to put this is sensitive. This is sensitive info. Okay. When accessing the send, hide the text by default, or share, copy the link to share this send to my clipboard upon save. There's other options. This is where it gets good. So I'm going to send this text, let's say, to John in accounting. Now, John, I'm going to give you 1 day to view this, and it's going to expire, okay, in 1 day. And you can only access this note twice. And then for really secure, you can put a password here. But what most people happen is they copy the link to the clipboard upon saving, and then they send it to them via a chat or something, preferably not email. Now, you can also hide the email address from the recipient and disable the send so that no one can access it. We don't want to do that. So we've named it test. We're going to save. I now have that in my clipboard. There it is right there. This is sensitive info. I can copy the value. I can do whichever I want with it. Now that I have it. Now, remember how I said I can only access this twice. So if I close this and go back, there it is again. Bitwarden user created this send has chosen to hide their email address. You should ensure you trust the source of this link before downloading its content. If you're doing this with a client or a person within your organization that knows you and you trust them, you don't have to hide your email address. If you're sending a file to somebody and you need them, or like a proposal or something, but you don't want them to have your email address for whatever reason, you would hide it. Okay? So now I'm going to close this again, and I'm going to reopen it. Remember, I said twice. There it is. The send you are trying to access does not exist or is no longer available. There it is. Now, John in accounting, or whoever I said, cannot access this file. Now, this file is still here. It will automatically delete within a day. Now, what if you want to send a file? Create a new send. We're going to pick file. I'm going to choose the file. So this is the file here. It's just a logo. We're going to delete this in a day, or deletion date in 1 day. Expires. Now I want it expired in 1 hour. You can only access this file twice. I'm going to put a password on it. I'm going to put a note. I'm not going to hide my email address this time. But I want to copy the share link. And we're going to save. Now you'll see there's the note that we did earlier. Test. There's now the new logo, and it's got this little key. It's password protected. Okay. Now we're going to access it. The send is protected. You must enter the password. And there's the file. Now I can download the file and go from there. It's just the logo. And because it is accessed a second time, as I've refreshed the page, it's asking password. Put the password in. There you go. There's my email address. If I refresh this again, right? Because I didn't limit the time frame. It's asking for a password again. But as the owner, I can remove the password. I can copy the send link. Or I can say, you know what? You said thank you. I'm going to delete it. And now, no longer exists. This is why you would want a password manager like Bitwarden in your IT stack, in your business, in your personal life. This is where you would want it. This is how we use it. Now, I know some people might come and say, oh, it's powered by Bitwarden. It's not really Bitwarden. This is our demo. It's not our actual system. Okay. But do we just use this for demo purposes? If there's any questions, please leave a comment in the description below or in the comments below. And also, feel free to email us, info@canopytech.ca, or visit our website, canopytech.ca, and hit the little chat in the bottom right-hand corner, and we'll be glad to help you out. If you want any more tech tips like this, or how we can help you or your business, please contact us, and we'll do our best to help you. Till next time, take care.